of fun to be had here in Cologne. Kicking this one off with G2 on the T side. A bit of a jump spot over towards Suicide from niko here. And Alexi Smoke does bloom in time. The 1x bet odds are favouring the Samurais. The pack is now close doors. Flash forward, Hunter to clear, and mid, that's all theirs.
Okay, that's a lot. The Smoke will continue to force their hand,
coming.
and they are charging into Diha's site. Good shot, Jack's down, and more to come. Hunter committing into the site now. It's solid from the B defense. Spinks does meet Alexi B's Glock. After the first two, Madden's already quick to respond, but all of the jewels go G2's way, and that one falls to Hades. 1 on 3, 1 on 2, and that bomb going down safe. Into isolate. They can likely double peek it. It's Alexi and Hunter on that site, and he clicks a lovely second onto Hunter. Making a real round out of this. Alexi trying to play the mind games. If Hades gets the read, gets the timing, this could be quite the clutch to get the confidence going. Smoke out, spots him out, still alive. Time is ticking. Smoke will get a bit sketchy for Alexi once he's down there. Sound and pushing. Hades, this looks good. That is miraculous. And he's been having a tough tournament. First round elimination game in that lower bracket, and he delivers that 3K.
Just as Janko was putting his head on the chopping block right there for Ence.
He knows he's being swung upon, and that's big, long range on the MP9. Madden contributes. They're running out of options, G2. It's just that AK on Hunter you can hope for, and it does post onto Madden. 10 seconds, they will close in on them, and G2 come up empty on that in particular. Struggling against top 10 opposition. Oof, not this time. niko's already gone down, and Hades again in the feed on the openers. So my question is what do you think separates that? What makes playing against the top 10 teams stop Hades from having and being able to play his game?
I think I tend to have a bit of a nice edge when it comes to talking about Ence, and I think you really need to consider these names. How many of them do you remember from years ago? If you're a hardcore Counter-Strike fan, sure, you might have seen a couple of them, right? You might have known Madden from the FPX days or No Chance. Maybe you saw Diha playing back with Aristocracy with Taz. But the question is, how many of them have you seen at the upper echelons of Counter-Strike? They have been ahead of where the progression for this squad should be this year.
So you would attribute it to catching up?
I think that experience against the big names on land.
Oh, it's like an early commit here on G2. Repelled by the flame. It's niko who's going to be first contact, but well timed on Spinks' frag. Lays niko to rest. Diha as well contributing. It's one back. It's Spinks doing a lot for Ence here. Quick start to fall in the favor of Ence. Nothing to be done here. Hunter low and bomb to be defused. The only threat really short. They have a smoke on Hades. We should just see that defuse come in.
Yeah, Hunter's gone walkabout here.
Here's him coming. Bomb now loose. He gets them both. Spinks, the demon on this B side. Time for m0NESY to start fragging. There's one. Time as well. He could come up clutch. Hades had one. Now it's m0NESY's turn. And in fact, against the man himself. 8-0 right now. Will m0NESY topple him with his second contribution? Lovely angle he's managed to find. And ooh, a question of whether or not he commits. Just didn't catch a whiff of him. Kit present, no rush right now for Hades. m0NESY thinking it through. Dynamic, and there we have it, and keeping it frisky. They've conceded long and start to retool.
Well, we saw from Mahone the type of attack that G2 like to do once they have the control. Let's see if they stick to that or opt for something a little bit more traditional here, and how Ence responds.
Ence is staying so dynamic, elastic. They've swapped Spinks back over to B, back over to A, boosting now on the elevator. Madden to short, they'll have a 3-man short setup with Hades to take that first contact.
And the key for me is the fact they have 5 HE grenades still. So if they allow G2 to cross long, that's not a problem. You can use all of that utility to bog them down in the site and deny the plant. So as this time starts to melt away, G2 think it's in their favor. But with the stoic utility usage from Ence here, this could be fantastic.
CT Smoke, they want to rock the clock. Snappy keeps him in line. Full magazine sprayed through the smoke. He just wants to chip anyone at the forefront of the pack. They do return fire, takes a bit of damage, and look at this util. Ence know exactly what's up. They're not overthinking it, not overcomplicating it. Madden's going to have a divider smoke ready in his hands to drop and play around. You can see he's lining up now. And here comes the commit. Madden's going to be a problem for them, as will those nades. Hunter trying to keep himself alive, and Madden dancing around that smoke. He's got a lovely bit of cover. It's not bulletproof though, but that doesn't matter. Finally falls to the flames of Alexi. 15 and counting as the bomb's going in. No nades arrive. All used prior, and now it's m0NESY doesn't catch the flash. Should have.
Oh no!
Should have Hades dead to rights, and now it falls apart. Jax has to save him. He's got the first of the clutch, 2 more advancing towards him. The Frenchman under a lot of scrutiny now, and Hades not missing a beat, not missing a Lexi beat to try and bail them out, but m0NESY again an opening death, and it's niko who picks it up and does better. Only the first though, he does miss one through the hip. Snappy could get them all, it's too easy for the Dane now. And G2 left scratching their heads, completely divided now in a 2v3.
Well, here's the conversation as Spinks is about to push into tunnels. If he takes out Hunter, they know that the defaulter, it's a shot through the wall, the connection not there, and denied any space. So if there was a chance for this round, that kill for Hunter felt like it was mandatory. You can see the USB crosshair completely in the right spot, but the trigger not pulled as doubting himself, Hunter does regroup now with Jax. A minute on the clock, and this would be a great 2v3 situation to breathe some life into G2's T side.
Yeah, but they'd trade one of those mollies for a smoke, wouldn't they? No opportunity to obscure view of the remaining 3, and Hades has this cross on Xbox. He can jump, you can strafe, but he will have a shot, and it's too easy. Jax just dry across, and Hades will collect. Your hate means nothing to him. He's seen what you cheer for. 8.
Deagle in the back.
Oh, great shot. No react, and Hunter and his cousin work it out for G2. There is a red carpet starting to be rolled out. If they can hold on to this momentum and keep m0NESY silent. Dead silent. 1 and 8 as it stands, 16 average damage per round. They have got this young gun and superstar looking a little less bright.
Oh, looks like they want to target the B-bomb side again. We've already seen this as part of the game plan. Bomb on Alexi already heading back over, and we can see Spinks up close and personal, trained, ready to punish anyone who pokes a shoulder out. niko close mid doors, the duel against Madden, and well, steps around the corner. Great shot from niko, but Spinks gets 2. He's shutting this down all on his lonesome.
How does he get so many of these doubles? Where most would get 1, Spinks gets 2 at a minimum. Should spread. What in God's name is that? Spinks gets to hide in plain sight. It may go uncleared if he does stick around, if they were to commit, but time has passed. No commitment yet out of G2. They are heading back to the site they just had success upon. Oh, what? Spinks with a 3rd. m0NESY frustrated. G2 motivated, 50 seconds on the cross. Good flash, will get through. niko for the re-smoke. They do want to get that bomb down, but the rotates in and they know it. It's not going to be easy for Alexi, and he doesn't have any help. He's just got to do this on his own. 3, breathing down his neck as niko goes for the hero play. Live if you can, Alexi. They're chasing him down. They can't find niko. They'll surely work it out. It's too quiet. It's too quiet. Hades will have a glow. Ooh, have a look. niko's caught him. The one-on-one. Snappy doesn't go for the defuse, and so niko can fake it out. Big round. Don't forget the finances here. Ence counting on their leader to close here. Throws his deagle through the door. Snappy fakes it out, working it out. niko's playing a very smart gamer counter here. Snappy goes for it, his back is exposed. niko's played it to perfection. Back through, Alexi has that Mag 10, and there's a reason he went back for it. Nice deagle back. That's the bomb on the floor, and Madden does have a lot on his plate here, just a scout. 30 seconds as they flash off mid. Snappy not going to be exposed, but the bomb retrieved. Close quarters and not checking his tunnels. It's a free frag for niko. Set for a 3rd now, as Snappy's the only real contributor, and it stabilizes into Hunter. Pops his head clean off, and Madden might be there to catch him on the way in.
They can smoke doors here, and they've done it the safe way. Need to make sure they don't step before it blooms. Time might be an issue. Overstepping the mark, the tags come through, and the deagle hasn't connected. They're in.
1 low, though. Jax at 30. Some Hail Marys through the door.
They're going to push.
What the hell? Madden's going straight into the smoke and waiting. Sprayed down now. Snappy needs something. Doesn't have the health. A 1v2. niko tidies up, and G2 starting to make a T-side out of this. A late resuscitation out of this international roster.
Yeah, recovery here, name of the game, because Ence will have to stomach an eco, or if they're crazy, which we know they are, go for another 4 spy. This was m0NESY getting Hades on the cross, and then Spinks pinning him to that back wall. So a nice 1-for-1. Fireworks immediately in a round like this, and we'll get it from both POVs. Spinks, I think, is a little bit more spectacular because it was through the doors, but m0NESY's reactions were quicker.
Get you a boy like Spinks. He does it all. He can do it all. Aggression. Name of the game. Little investment. And expecting the same. It's Alexi that will post up.
Yeah, they might just want to posture here and wait this one out. Diha's gone back to address lower dark, and Spinks is close mid doors as well. So very mid-centric setup as the hinge smoke is about to land. They will have to push ahead of it if they want to help Madden here.
Hard track, well dealt with. Alexi B lives on as anticipating some attempts back.
You can see the hinge smoke immediately segregated any of that aggression, right? There was not a chance to really help him out because they come top, mid, and lower dark simultaneously. As again, I'm sure you at home can hear this through the mics. It sounds like B-Stream for Movistar Riders have identified those screams.
Right.
Things must be going quite well.
Yeah, those sound like Spanish screams, I was going to say.
But if you're not up to date on what the context of that matchup is, winner of that game is in the Lanxess Arena. That is a dream for anybody from the Movistar Riders lineup. I got it straight from the horse's mouth of Mopos just the other day.
Good shot. niko's definitely present here in this game. Do or die. Early doors for G2 and Ence.
And the funny fact is, one of them will be joining Heroic. Another name was on the tip of everybody's tongue for a potential deep run in this event. Coming into the last event of the season, it felt like an event that was wide open. You had NaVi and Faze at the top of the totem pole, but everybody else was a bit more of a, I don't want to say question mark, right? Everybody has the potential. There was a storyline around a bunch of different teams. You got Cloud9, Heroic, NIP, G2,
Big
Ence, Vitality, right? Yeah, sure, big if you're Maui Snake, but...
Four rounds sounds a whole lot better than 0, which is where they were 4 rounds ago. m0NESY, good to get some confidence boosting, getting a second frag there.
Well, we can hear the yells, but we will actually have an opportunity to check in with what's going on in that B stream right now, just so we can bring everybody up to date if you are interested.
See what that goes and leads to. It's Madden taking it with the help of Diha. Secondary AWPing now on the pole. Intention out long. Hades, the housekeeper.
They should have a good idea that something likely going on at short because they get long control for free without any resistance. So Hades flashed off, confirms what they already knew, and Alexi will tell them short has been taken. But this push from Spinx here is devilish. He has a chance right now to pants Alexi, who I have no idea that anybody is hot on his tails. Now, whether or not Spinx finds the kill, he'll find the information. That'll free Snappy up for a rotation, but they're already coming towards long. Clear intent here to do this quick.
Yeah, Hades not going to be able to contribute much. A tiny gap. He could maybe find something. It's starting to become bigger and bigger. Just the knees. Oh, he's let it go. 3 of them, but he reads the boost. Knocks Hunter off of his perch. niko hiding in plain sight behind the car. It's Snappy as well, straight through the window. And they're running out of opportunities now, G2. Look at the ground they've got. Sure, you can have long, says Ence. You can have it. We're not going to let you pass this line.
Spinx has got
in
this.
The sand.
Alexi's done.
And Spinx have traded places.
Oh, the timing, the timing.
Away, and now Diha doesn't know. We need that back, and Spinx saves the day on that one. Light on time, light on options, and it's light on players. G2 running out, just Jax. No hope here. Ence do weather the storm of the long take.
Oh, that's a crispy one there from Jax. We know his aim's on point, but he's only got 14 seconds to work with now, and looks like he wants to retain the AWP. They should oblige as he's around the corner and nobody will be able to run him down in time. Bill's tied with Hunter and Alexi. Let's see if the AWP can zap one out of the server quickly again. Smoked off, don't want to risk it. Madden in towards lower, cheeky.
niko knows, Madden does not.
Gray screen.
One tap, one kill, niko executes Madden. No resistance on the G2 opening. m0NESY could extend this here. Diha managing his angles well, but m0NESY's got him dead to rights. We do see him build upon it.
Clean start to this round, and the conversion should come with it. So much time, so much util, and 2 fantastic openings. Your Star Rifler and your AWP.
Wow, Hades has done a lot with that incendiary. It doesn't look like it, but the fact that they just were flashing for long doors control, he might slow them down on their clears as well, expecting someone to still be there.
This is an awkward push that he's in right now because niko already has short control, so he likely has to stay scoped up as he creeps forward. niko might just bop him away with a tap here, or the AWP could be quicker to the draw, and there it is. Hades draws one back. That's going to alleviate a lot of pressure, but Jax has just applied a whole lot more.
Yeah, Spinx is going to hurry over there, but there is potential flank as well. These AWPs are not ready for this. Spinx, another tap to the back of the head from the kohokohdat. Shits Hunter.
Finds the opening and sets m0NESY up to find the second.
God, does too. The only map where you see in fights like that. Still, nothing comes through on those initial attempts. m0NESY giving us a demonstration of the pixel lineup.
This is old news, mate.
Yeah, you got to see the new wave. You got to throw it from long doors. really just wants blood and not going to be allowed. niko revokes his permit. Uh-oh, Snappy's got a bit of a misjudged nade there. And they're already sweeping in. niko has had enough. He already has the 6th in his mind. It is just a question of making it a reality. SMG is really not the weapon for this, and everyone we cut to just gets completely decimated by the taps of these AK-47s. It's Diha that's made a bit of a change of conversation. It would all have to be all Diha now. m0NESY does miss his first. They're just going to group up. niko decides he'll take the first fight. Spotted out again. They have to come to him. All blind, finds cover, knows he has the bomb in his control. So it is still a bit awkward for G2. Using their nades, dumping them. Trajectory implies Hunter CT. Diha's managing his angles well. Worried about long, but goes wide for Hunter. Oh, tip! But still manages to whittle away at his health pool.
I don't see a kit.
And that means that time ticks ever favoring Ence. Despite the man disadvantage, starting to group up now. This is going to be very hard to weather. It's up to Snappy as well on site. Hunter, no resistance, and back to turn. This is well handled by G2. Hades does not have the perfect weapon for a tap into the back of the 10-second defuse. And there you have it. Hunter and Jax, a pair of frags apiece. G2 up with the C2 pistol.
Only just, Alex. That was a very, very close defuse right there. A very, very close defuse coming through, but that's one way to wipe the slate clean. And fantastic work. It all started with the goosh in suicide, right? I thought that the strategy from Ence was good to get the bomb down at least, but they sacrificed a lot. But we know that they love a good force by here, so let's see if they want to keep with that. This is how close to the defuse we're getting.
Look,
very, very close, isn't it?
Oh, I mean, if miraculously we do see him knocked off of that bomb, that would be quite the clutch long range from Long with a Glock. Instead, you say force, not this time.
Yeah, curious, isn't it? So upgrade from Spinks, and the same can be said for Snappy here. Madden just into a Deagle alongside a Diha, and Hades wants to get the AWP out in the next. So a couple of kills, another plant would be fantastic. If they can force G2 into a couple of rebuys, this could be nice from Ence. And immediately, off the back of the scout presence, they've already gotten this short control. So if you're looking for an early fight, niko and m0NESY could be name of the game. I think Mobi want to let everybody know they're not to be slept on anymore. They took Vitality down earlier within the play-ins just to get to the group stage, and now looking to take down Vitality again to get to the arena. Good that we get updates for free. We don't have to check anywhere, apparently, just the audibles.
I mean, you can just imagine. Oh, dopamine, especially now. D has got niko down and dead.
I'm a little bit worried.
Yeah, it's potentially could slip away. He does put one into the wings of m0NESY. Hades, a bit of a team kill. He's just put down their best bet. Closing the gaps. It's Alexi that catches flak. A big one from Spinks back. And Spinks is not done. 2 quick succession on that dig. And now it's getting really problematic. Runs him over. Spinks flattens 3 members of G2.
And Jax is low.
So far away, Chad. Coming in long. Spinks already got his number. Oh, he's so good. Spinks once again.
Right camera that Alexi will be the stool. The biggest worry right now for G2 is the sheer amount of utility that Ence have for a round like this. Normally, in the early stages...
Wow, that is lightning fast. m0NESY. Oh, m0NESY starting to happen. G2, they did not have much, just some pennies from the back of the sofa, but the scout is there. The Deagles are too. niko with his signature Deagle Blaze. Can he finish what m0NESY started? Doesn't get checked. Madden snaps in. They have the sight now, they can slow it down, and those aggressions are cancelled. Hunter and no armor, 5-7. Destined for an 11th now, and Snappy, not known to be an AWPer, but equipped with it, looking to ensure safe passage of Hades' weapon into the next. That can end for you, and very, very quick into the site, leaping into USPs. He's made space, but it's getting a little awkward run back into the safety of Dark. Okay, time to rework this. Why is this so threatening? He's hit another couple on the drive-by doors. They do want to use their strength in numbers and shot into Alexi through those doors. Safe from the flash. Oh, 2 for 1 special. He hits it on the doors as well.
I'll take that.
Hades is definitely on his A game today.
And Madden should get the final kill here. Jax, you've got the Mac 10, but you're locked in right now. If he's heard those steps, he can at least stay trained in the right direction.
He's taken thousands of this exact angle. Whoa, Snappy brings the fight to them. Bit of a mess out of that one. And m0NESY's caught Madden on the cross as well. It's all G2. trying to put something down range. niko staying dynamic though, does elevate over that CT smoke. And Hades now just looking to maintain his AWP. So G2 show that they're not giving up without a fight. This will close that deficit to just 4.
And well handled, all things considered, because as far as I saw it, it looked like they were going to fit.
You got time. Those smokes, you don't have to immediately go, but that's a nice to delay. You can see they just keep replacing that. Incendiary. What? Hunter Smoker Vision gets 2. Completely blind. Maybe a slither. m0NESY will put the final nail in this round's coffin. There's nothing to be said or done by Spinks and Hades.
Curious if he could have seen something there, right? Because as soon as they crossed, he fired. And as soon as the second crossed, he fired. So either Hunter had a bit of a premonition there, or he definitely caught a whiff of something. Now it's just Hades and Spinks to save. And wow, Jax, does he really want to give this up? Announces his presence, allows them to know, yeah, we know exactly where you are, and the same. So 2 guns saved.
I think Hunter's got those ambient occlusion contact lenses I've been hearing about.
Yeah, let's see if we can catch that one again. Maybe he's catch. Yeah, okay, there is definitely a gap there. Great replay. Great replay there. So a gap in the smoke, unforced error. Oh, it sucks a bit there for Diha. Now look, he only has a deagle to wield, so it's not like one of the bigger rifles getting ripped away here. Still on the round, still on the server. Setting them up for a bit of mid-presence here. Flash through, no commit off the back. That is just help usher Snappy up towards the Xbox position. Will eventually mantle across, and it's a leikkeet on the other side here.
Very audible.
Oh, they're through. That smoke means nothing.
leikkeet's nade might though. Destined for glory, that one. Oh, he is the util damage master. I think he was one of the first to break 1,000 util damage after the nade change here on Dust 2.
Well, currently sitting at 63, so has some catching up to do in the next few rounds of play if he wants to try and break those type of records.
And that does give you perspective, right? We're in round 22, he's done 63. He did 1,000.
Well, I think he's done about 100 this round, so let's...
Yeah, CT side's not done, Chad. Yeah, hold on. Now, hold your horses. It seems like, oh, Alexi's going to rack him up. No one can get past his line. It's just Hades again, last alive, no hope, no health. leikkeet B awakens with a quad kill of his own. That does to m0NESY's scope. And he's going to go wide on this in pursuit. Oh, perfect catch on Spinks just before he disappeared into the guise of the smoke. It's Diha caught out. It's Jax with a double quickly. Madden in the sight, but only for a moment longer. And the round already concludes. That was a quick one.
I think Ence might be asking, can we have that one again?
Kick the cable. Kick the cable. To this T start, m0NESY's been finding some openings. Can he get a 3rd opening in a row? That is our question. And that is our answer. Hades just with a timing, an understanding, and a read sends Hunter to the Shadow Realm. Nothing back immediately.
Ence really need to convert a round like this. It has now been 5 consecutive rounds.
Oh, wow.
2, and wow, all right, yeah, m0NESY's going to draw one back here. Orb on orb action.
Just over the top of the smoke. Very well managed angles from m0NESY. I like this from Snappy. Should get jiggled out by niko. niko, blind spot, blind spot. Knife out, knife out. Snappy, 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 blind now, spots in. Oh, niko, 2 eyes to your crawl. Does take him down eventually, and the taps are back. niko with 1, leikkeet another. All onto Spinks now. niko just trying to finish his meal, but Spinks denies. No feast tonight. m0NESY to close now. A 1-on-1. Spinks with an immediate 1v3 goes 1v1. He's read it like a book. m0NESY changes his mind. There's a lot of time. This is where those mind games start to arrive. He can watch the cross from here. This makes sense. Spinks thinking it through. A site might be his best bet. m0NESY can arrive long should he desire. Even considering Spinks to have pushed all that way. It's been a long time, about 10-15 seconds since contact was last seen. And so the options now become very wide as to where he could be.
Bomb will go down here. Spinks has the opportunity to plant safe and will do so, but m0NESY hot in his tail.
Spinks worried about CT. Oh, big one out of m0NESY. Stops Spinks from clutching up for Ence, and that was...
And this start from Ence has been silenced.
Yeah, G2 in the lead for the first time this game. Will they extend it? It remains to be seen. Let's find out together.
Madden's gone quite aggressive, straight through the mid-door smoke here, walking into niko, who's once again caught off guard.
Walking in, Snappy again, just trying to find a timing. Good pre-fire, Jax adapts. Firing blind does catch Snappy, one back as well, well connected by Madden. They know they've got one lone defender on this site, or they was. Hunter sees and learns firsthand what Spinks is capable of. We do see the plant go down.
He's going to flash. Lexi's going to go, I think.
This would be a very early contest. Yeah, straight in and down. Odyssey did deliver one. Does he really want to have a look in at this one? He's got $8,000. There's nothing to stop him having a look. See if anything spectacular can be salvaged by Monacy. The first of the three. Diha overextends, can't adjust in time, and they will. So blind, they're already across, and Niko not having any issues. It's him and Monacy now shutting down this A attack. And just like that, they do evaporate. Hades just one concept. Ence two opportunities, less than idyllic buy. It's been quite the silent period from them.
The tail end of these halves have had G2's name all over it.
They lost 8 of the last 9 rounds of play. Ence have forgotten what victory tastes like. And now it's a necessity, 2 required. Touching distance for G2, a confident close. Out mid already. Fearful of Niko.
I think they want to feign this to at least draw Niko, but the bomb is here as well. So is this just a commit? Looks like it.
Yeah, and Hunter's going to be called upon. Oh, good on the first connection. Madden with nothing to contribute, and it seems it's fallen apart. What is going on here? Spinks gone. And G2 looking to have recovered. Dust 2, it's their pick. Ancient next, and one more body drop.